Welcome, folks. This is Will, Kimac Vintage. How are you today? I'm doing great. Really looking forward to actually VCF next weekend. I'm trying to move this OBS from one monitor to the other, and my mouse giving me so much trouble. Anyway, so now I'm looking right at the camera and right at the screen instead of my monitor that's up there above me. Anyway, this is a video here to show you all a new product that we are going to be offering. It's not something that is totally new. I mean, this has been out there before. Very short life, back in the 80s, I think it was. Was it in the 80s? Yeah, because I was living in Atlanta, Georgia when I saw my first one. And I think I got an 82, 86 machine, and it came with them. So, what actually drove my team to do this? Between Joaquim and I, we actually worked on this, and it comes back to availability of parts and what is available for these vintage machines. How can we still continue with them when parts become obsolete and you can't buy them no more? Luckily, I still have a pretty good quantity of this item, but I'm going to be running out soon too. And my supplier that had them, I mean, I bought all actually 600 that they had, and I'm down to about 300 now. So anyway, so what is this that I'm talking about? So let's go take a look. Let's go to my desk cam, and we all know the infamous 30-pin SIMM sockets. These are getting extremely hard to find and so forth. I mean, here's one that is new for me to use for a board. Okay, and here's a new board, and we know that this fits right in, right? Just like that. But the thing is that normal pin headers also fit in, right? You see that? Normal pin headers. Now, I don't have the 30 that I need. Well, I do have a long one here. I mean, I can put in that one. It is too long, so let me get rid of 2. So we see that that fits in, right? I mean, that goes in there. Okay. Then we know that these can also go into sockets, right? These are kind of long, but I did find 30 pin sockets, and then that can go in, right? Can it not? See, I mean, granted, yes, that'll be longer. So y'all know that we make 4 megabyte ROM SIMMs like this, but we're now coming out with this, and the difference is that you can take a 90-degree pin header and stick it in. So basically, then I don't have a 90 right now. They're in Texas, and then Jake is bringing them up to VCF for me. So we will have these available at actually VCF. So when you have a 90-degree, this is going to be turned nicely down, and you can then plug it in to your socket down here. So now this type of memory was out. It was the first SIMMs, and back in the 80s when it came out, it was called SIP, okay, which is also a single inline pin something. I mean, so we're calling ours SIP 2.0, and these are going to be 4 actually megabyte SIMMs. I'll make them blink and non-blink version, so I'm busy making some right now. But I don't have everything here with me. I shipped my pin headers to actually Jake in Texas. Then he'll bring them up to VCF, and I'll solder them onto the boards there. And then we'll have a nice 90-degree pin, a nice 90-degree bend. He also has the sockets for me. So then, instead of soldering in a SIMM socket like this, you can put in socket that we will also have available, or that you can buy from others also. And you can continue to use your normal machines with a pin header RAM. Why did that not work? Oh my god, why is my machine acting up on me? SIP memory, single inline single inline impact. That's what it's called. So we are bringing back something from the 80s. I mean, this is something so simple that I'm just really surprised, because all of this fits perfect. All of this is the exact same match, and all that a SIP was a normal SIM like actually this, with actually pins soldered right on the pads. I mean, if you go online and you look at the wiki, why is my computer running so freaking slow? I can't even. I mean, when I look at the pictures, because I remember this. I had SIP memory on a 286 that I got back in the 80s. This was like 88 or so. And I mean, the picture is exactly what you see here. It's just a normal SIM, okay, and it just had pins on it. That's all it did. That's all it had. I don't know if I can bring this up on my screen. I would have to switch monitors around. Give me 1 second here. Oh my God, that one up there. Let's bring this one down here. And can I share this now? Yeah, okay. So there you see it. That's a standard SIP. And if you look at the memory thing down here, it's just a normal pin header rows. These are round because these pins were round going into it. That's not rocket science, guys. This is something so simple. I mean, it's so basically we are coming back with our version of SIP 2.0. And they'll have a pin header back here that is 90 degrees that will come down, and you get the sockets with it, and you can just plop them in. So you can say bye-bye to needing the hard to find difficult SIMM modules, because I can't really. I mean, I've been scouring all over for me to find places where I can buy some of this, and it's next to impossible. The other nice thing with that then is then too, now with using, if a board was all converted to using SIP, okay, um, the actually board thickness problem that we're having with SIMM modules is not in play anymore, because these really need to be like, I think 1.4 or 1, and no PCB manufacturers making 1.4 anymore. I can get 1.2, but then you run into possibility that they don't make very good contact. Now, the thing is that with these now, I think we're gonna have just one type of board, because this has the pads on it. You see, it has the pads and it has the holes, so we can use it for either or. So this should still, but I think I ordered these as the 1.6 thickness. Yeah, see, so I ordered them a little bit too actually thick for them to go in, because all of these are going to be made as actually SIPs. So So yeah, this is the new item that we're going to have available. We will have them at actually VCF, which is coming up September 7th and 8th, 2024. Joaquim and Jake and I will all be there, and we'll have this item and a lot more items. I'll have quite a few of these because I still got some more to make. And I'll solder on the pin headers when I'm there. I have the special sockets that don't have the legs that are this long, because these are very long. These I use for other things. So yeah, it's a very simple thing. Like I said, I mean, it's just a normal header will fit in there. It's nothing special. Um, Unfortunately, we can't do this with the ROMs because the ROMs are are a lot different. I mean, we'll have to figure out a way. Maybe there is something we can do, but then we need to put pins on both sides. You see, so that may be something a bit more trickier to do. But we'll figure something out. But um, yeah, be on the lookout for a SIP 2.0 4 megabyte ROMs that are going to be available at VCF Midwest. So folks, here I am again then. So this is just a very short little intro of this new product that we will have available. I'm sorry I don't have the right pins here with me right now, but I wanted to make this video before VCF so that people can watch it and get an idea of what is coming, and to if they want it, they can pick up this over there. Because they're going to come with the headers and the socket, I think I don't have a price yet on them, but they're going to be pretty much similar to what our RAM costs now. Maybe actually $1 more or something, because it has the socket and the pin headers on it. So we'll see. I have quite a bit more to make. Then we'll have that at VCF, along with some. I'll be bringing a bunch of tech steps, the SE30 compact boards. They'll come with a Pi Zero. The DAN 2 cards, we'll have ROM, we'll have macrometers, we'll have some ROM SIMM programmers, we'll have some ROMs. I'll have a bunch of Tash 20 budget version, the actually small one that you can just plug in the back. I have cased version and actually uncased versions. I have some of the Tash 20 externals. So a bunch of things that are coming. So hopefully you'll see us over there, and you'll stop by the table and see what we have available. So folks, thank you for watching. If you like this video, let me play this for you.
Please hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications.
Okay, so again, thank you, and be on the lookout for our SIP 2.0, which is something from the 80s that it's the right time to bring it back. I mean, this is something that's going to save a lot of time. It's going to save a lot of our work, especially when we can't find these sockets anymore. So thank you for watching, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.